Talked with someone today, and she had indicated that in Gibson's treatise on trusts, that it's her understanding anyhow that with respect to subrogation, she had the right to, since she was claiming to be the surety, had the right to go to the creditor, to have the creditor go after the debtor. And we here in Ontario have what's called the Mercantile Law Amendment Act. And I'm going to read you from one of the sections in there in a moment. You know, what she was telling me didn't make sense. Again, this is with respect to subrogation. So two things right off the bat is we are the sureties, the underwriters, but they don't recognize us as that. So you're trying to go into court and claiming subrogation. No substance, right? No substance. It's not in there. Forget it. So if you've done those kind of things and didn't get anywhere, then sit back and reevaluate the situation. If you went in there as a man or a woman, you didn't. You appeared in person, and you got nothing. I've said in previous videos that they don't recognize us. We're here, but we're not here. Our labor, each one of you put it this way, is a golden boy or a golden girl. Remember that we're not the gold standard. Look up the gold standard, study the gold standard, what that is, and then take a look in the mirror and go, guess that's me now. Quite frankly, literally. Well, there was a time we had golden liquid flowing through our veins and golden light flowing through our nervous system, but due to centuries and thousands of centuries of discord, well, that's all been darkened down, or the light's gone dim. So anyhow, and with respect to subrogation, so this is the Mercantile Law Amendment Act of Ontario, Canada. Rights of sureties paying the principal debt, etc., to assignment. Section 2.1. Every person who, being surety for the debt, excuse me, or duty of another, or being liable with another for any debt or duty, pays the debt or performs the duty, is entitled to have assigned to the person or to a trustee for the person every judgment, specialty, or other security that is held by the creditor in respect of the debt or duty, whether the judgment, specialty, or other security is or is not deemed at law to have been satisfied by the payment of the debt or the performance of the duty. Subsection 2.2. Such person is entitled to stand in the place of the creditor. So you don't call in the creditor, you stand in the place of the creditor as if you're the creditor now. And this is where it gets really interesting if you got your thinking cap on here and you're listening. I'll start again here. Such person is entitled to stand in the place of the creditor and to use all of the remedies and on proper indemnity to use the name of the creditor in any action or other proceeding in order to obtain from the principal debtor or any co-surety, co-contractor, or co-debtor indemnification for the advances made and loss sustained by such person, and the payment or performance made by the person is not a defense to such action or other proceeding by the person. Wow. If that doesn't put things in perspective, I don't know what does. Remember, now your estate's the surety, right? So this is why we have, this is exactly why we have the proxy. Man doesn't fit in there, so now you got your proxy. Your estate's going to assign its interest, its claim, its interest to your proxy. So now your proxy can come in here for subrogation. Work with me here now. Remember, the creditor out there is actually not the creditor. The creditor's one claiming to be the creditor, actually the debtor. So when you see this, when you hear me reading here about the creditor, think alleged debt creditor. So you have the right to so you paid off the mortgage, you paid off the car loan. This little bit of knowledge here, you can go after the creditor in the name of the creditor for the securities. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You can go after the alleged creditor in the name of the alleged creditor to be reimbursed. Think on that, people. This is just, like I say, there's so many possibilities with the reclaiming your securities. I must emphasize again and again and again, because some people, it's just not getting through their thick skulls, or there's a veil there or something. Read those reclaim your securities posts. It's all there. It comes down to some very basic principles and concepts. And it just takes time to get there, though, to get those basic concepts and principles. People have to learn to be patient here. And Yeah. So, so anyhow, it's Mercantile Law Amendment Act, Ontario. You can pull it up on Google, have a look at it for yourself, very short. And it's all there. There it is, the rights of the surety. Keeping in mind now, your estate, represented by the registration of live birth, power of attorney and stuff, entitlement holder, blah, blah, through the entitlement order. So the reclaim your securities process, security agreement, all that sort of stuff. So your estate's the surety here now. It always has been. Not you. Yeah, we're behind that, but they don't see us in there. It's very important that people get that again into the heads here. It's all part of the renewing of the mind. And I also want to just touch on here. I have another video. It's up on YouTube. It's presently, it's been there for probably a couple of weeks or darn close to it. It's unlisted. I'm really procrastinating on if and when to release it because it is very potent. Quite frankly, it's been some shenanigans that go. Well, we're all aware of the shenanigans. Nothing new there. The whole thing out there is a shenanigan. Is it starting to realize now? The whole thing's a lie. I got it. Not God stuff, but all this man-made stuff. It's from the alpha and the omega lies of lies, deceptions. So anyhow, it's called the pledge and the underwriter, debtors in commerce. Just going to pick up on that. But anyhow, so yeah, Mercantile Law Amendment Act, Ontario. So when you get your eggs and everything in the proper order, you got your security agreement, your proxy in place. Have at it. Love you. This is nice. Hope you keep this short. God bless. Love you. Keep your spirits up. Maintain that hope. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not. No. Go get him, Tiger. Love you.